Welcome to One Word a Day. I'm Sophie, your pilot into the universe of Chinese. 四海为家 is today's expression. If you see one-on-one translation, 4 seas as home. Okay, you will say, okay, isn't it 7 seas? Okay, Chinese regard, I guess, back then people are flat earthers as well. So it's regarded our landmass is a square, and then the 4 seas on 4 directions. So 4 simply means all 4 directions. Seas surround you. It definitely doesn't have the concept of 7 seas, right? You can turn the globe and just count 7 seas. Not back then. Okay, so 四海 was originally, I mean, in a sense, it's correct, right? In relative to the landmass you are on, you're speaking from your first person perspective, and then it got to be 4 seas in 4 directions. Okay, and then we regard that 四海 eventually means it's far-reaching places, like a distance from home, and you treat those distant places as if it's your home. It's a little bit difficult to understand, but I guess in today's age after COVID, a group of us are practicing that, like going, like a location, geolocation is no longer that important to your livelihood, to your social network. You can go anywhere in the world, still connected to your family, home, and work. And therefore, you can truly go explore the globe as you wish. So that's in today's context. But back then, whoever coined this expression, 四海为家, is almost addressing the psychology of people emigrant. Because Chinese also have another expression called 背井离乡, means you're leaving your hometown. That's a sad move for Chinese. Chinese have this belief that when your parents are still there, alive, you're not supposed to go far away because you're supposed to take care of them when in their old age. That's the teaching, the generations of practice. And when you're forced to leave your parents behind and explore the world, there got to be some reasons, motivations behind it, right? Sometimes it's you're forced to leave your homeland. And so in that regard, it's kind of sad, heavy, context. This expression, 四海为家, gives you the, uplifting message of no matter where you go, even if it's the far 4 seas out there, away from, like, I guess 4 seas there implies you cross the seas into another landmass that's no longer on your original land. It's that far, so it's cross-continental, right? Then you still treat the other places as your home, to stay put, to get your immigrant heart settled. Okay, so 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, connected by a box. That's Chinese number 4. Because we have 1, 2, 3 kind of in horizontal lines. When it comes to the 4th line, it's a little bit too much for the eyes to distinguish, right? 3 from 4, right? It's not that big difference. So somebody verticalize it, draw a circle. That's number 4. Hai, we have the mother of water. I mean, isn't that some wisdom? Because ancient times, the people must observe all the waters from the mountains trickling down, creek, streams, rivers, and eventually go to, okay, I'm doing this because in Chinese concept, according to the Chinese geo context, the high ground is the Himalaya, and things going down toward the sea, which is the East Sea. And that's the direction of water flow. But where the water from the source came from, it eventually go back to the sea, but it originates from the sea as well. So there is this cycle. So I guess language creators back then even realized, okay, the sea and the water that's not salty, and that's our livelihood, are connected. Therefore, the sea was conceptualized as the mother of water. Okay, the water is this stream symbol, and then there are basically 3 streams, and the 2 sides are interrupted. The middle is continuous flowing. kind of mimicking the natural flow of water in nature. And then the right side, we have the plant symbol, means things are growing, right? And then below it, we have two nipples sticking out there. It's a woman symbol. And with two nipples, that means breastfeeding woman. That's a mother. That's the distinction. It's no longer a married version of the woman. It's the motherhood woman. So that mother with things growing together means mother of water. That's Chinese seed. I find this very romantic. Okay, Wei, we have this complicated structure. So, but basically, it means here is some raking or plow to plant seeds. Not plant seeds, actually, to prepare the soil ready to plant the seeds. So here, this sign here, I try to imitate. It's difficult, but it's somebody's hand. Okay, it's hand reaching from top of the screen, handling this farming plow or whatever tool ancient times, and then the result is 5 strokes to mean the soil are plowed over, so the soils are loosened up. They got oxygenized, and then they're ready to plant the new crop. So that kind of heavy labor, I guess, before farming machines were invented. This is labor intensive, and humans first delegated to animals. But at the beginning form, it's somebody have to handle this farming, to have to be muscle power from man mostly, right? And this major labor intensive deeds eventually means deeds, okay? And then further got abstracted from the deeds, from the doing, because that's the main endeavor in farming practice. Then eventually got abstracted as like you regard that deeds as something. Okay, home have this arch with chimney on top. That's a sign to show, oh, this is human built, human shelter. Because we came from caveman thing, right? So we also Chinese have this half dome thing with one side open. So there are different kind of ancient habitat format, but this kind of full enclosure from all 3 directions, sides, top, and the chimney, that means a human living space. But beneath it is pigs. So that is used as a home symbol. Because, okay, home, you may have different household members. It's hard to abstract, but I guess the common denominator is all the homes back then have their pigs, that major meat protein, raised under their homestead, so to speak. So they have food security. So beyond the household, the humans living in there, how to decide is this your home? Because you have pigs raised under that. That's private property. So that's a boundary between yours and outside, right? The public. You have your pigs underneath that. That means it's yours, your property. Okay. So 四海为家 means you make home everywhere you go. And in today's context, it's nomadic, right? You definitely go in any direction and you can make a new home over there. I mean, things are so achievable these days in some sense. All right, thank you for your time. See you another day.